Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to That's So Portia. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my content. Of course, I'm back with another review of Growing Up Hip Hop LA edition, and I'm going to try to keep this as short, sweet, and simple as possible. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. With Angela, her assistant, and another young lady. They're talking about upcoming deals that Angela has, and they talk about the merch deal that Angela has with Bow Wow for the tour. And we also learn in this particular scene that Angela, she did a recent podcast, and in that podcast, the host, of course, he brought up Romeo. And Angela, she was pretty much like, I'm so over the Romeo conversation. I'm so over the Romeo questions. There's nothing there. Let's move on. That situation is dead. The podcast host, he's pretty much like, I feel like Romeo is heartbroken, and he may feel some type of way regarding the whole Bow Wow thing. And of course, Romeo, he definitely feels some type of way. We can see that in his actions and how he was moving lately. But I don't know, if he really feel like, oh, she chose Bow Wow over me. I don't think he's really jealous of Bow Wow, but he definitely feels some type of way with Angela pretty much curving him. And also in this particular scene, of course, they bring up Bow Wow, and Angela, she's talking about like how they're just friends, they're just doing business with each other, there's nothing there. And her assistant was pretty much like, I like you and Bow Wow together. I wouldn't be mad at it. Y'all chemistry is entertaining. I'm like, entertaining? That's a very interesting word to describe someone's chemistry. What happened to, the chemistry is beautiful or it's authentic, but entertaining makes me feel like, oh, it's a joke. It's not that serious. And it's so crazy how some people, they're kind of here more so for the Bow Wow and Angela hookup. But it's like, Bow Wow, in his adult life, he's had way much more mess in the headlines, and even recently about the domestic violence incident. It's just like, Bow Wow is not that much of a catch, okay? Like, if I had to choose, I would pick Romeo. Maybe I'm being biased here because when I was growing up, when it came down to Romeo versus Bow Wow, I was team Romeo. I love Bow Wow. I like this music as well, but I was down with No Limit. I was riding with the tank, honey. I was no Romeo to the T. But I'm like, that's just so odd for you to be like, oh, I wouldn't be mad about you and Bow Wow rekindling the flame, that type of thing. It's just like, girl, like, as an adult, Bow Wow has been in a lot of mess, a lot of drama, and it's just like, he's still attractive. Like, we can't take that away from him, but let's get real here. Go into another scene in New York. Dame Dash, he's getting out of jail. He pretty much does his get out of jail speech, like, I'm free man, I have no warrants, talk what y'all know, and blah blah blah. It's like, okay, dang, it is what it is. And in his car ride and in his confessional, he pretty much brings up Boogie, and he talks about how his son has no accountability. And I'm like, dang, you're the one to talk. Like, seriously, Dame Dash points the finger at everyone else and makes it seem like everyone else has flaws or they're the issue, and he's just perfect. Like, it's nothing wrong with him. He's not a big part of the problem. And it's just like, come on, you're the one to talk about someone has no accountability. You have no accountability. But Dame Dash, he's out now, he's free. Rocky, she's pretty much crazy for being with Dame Dash. Like, this whole scene, she was smiling like, yeah, I'm your ride or die type of thing. It's like, girl, Rocky, you're a fool. We flash over to Jamaica, where Egypt, she's still there with TT Tyran, and they're on the beach with Sean, who is TT's boyfriend as well. And then this particular scene, Egypt, she just talks about how she still wants an apology from TT regarding her engagement party and how she tried to sabotage everything. And she's like, no, you can forget it. Like, apology, like, I'm never gonna apologize. It is what it is. And they talk, they hug it out, but nothing ever truly really gets resolved. It's still an issue. And also in this particular scene, we learned that TT's pregnancy definitely wasn't planned, and she talks about how she wants to basically get married kind of before she has her kid. She's always wanted a wedding and didn't envision herself kind of having a baby out of wedlock. So Sean, he's like, well, do you want me to propose? And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm like, we may have a little trouble in paradise eventually, because he's just like, well, do you want me to propose? And it's like, girl, don't you pressure here, don't you pressure that man to propose to you. And then we flash into another scene. Egypt, she has gotten back from Jamaica. She reunites with Sam, and y'all, in this particular scene, Sam and these black stiletto nails, like, honey, they were bothering me. They were bothering me. Like, Sam, what's going on here? You know, to each his own, but I know me, I couldn't entertain a guy that, you know, had a full set or wear fingernail polish. If that's something that you're into, cool, but you're not the one for me. Like, Sam, this whole entire scene, he was just pointing with his bad bitch nails, okay? But yeah, you know, Sam and Egypt reunite, they reconnect, and she just updating him about the Jamaica trip. She lets him know, like, TT is also pregnant, and Sam was like, TT's pregnant. Oh, the one who was worrying about you getting pregnant, and she's not even married. Like, oh, real nice here, real cute. Now, people on social media were pretty much like, well, TT's older than Egypt. She's pushing 30. She can be pregnant and so forth. And I'm like, y'all, let's call a spade here. We know Sam, he's trifling. We're not really here for him and Egypt dating. We don't see it for them, but let's call a spade here. TT, you know, she had her nose all in their business when she should have been taking care of her own house, her own home, and her own business, because we already learned pretty much earlier in the episode that TT, her baby was not planned, and she's the type, she always had the vision and the goal of being married before having a kid. So it's like, she was out here, you know, living on the wild side a little bit. Not necessarily wild, but you know, you get what I'm saying. She was out here doing her thing, and boom, now she has a whole baby. Like, she had her own things she should have been worried about. She should have been tracking her ovulation a little bit better instead of worrying about Egypt and Sam so much, okay? But that was pretty much the scene with Egypt, Sam, and his bad bitch nails, and just them reconnecting and also gearing up for Lil Twist party. In other scenes throughout the episode, we see Lil Twist. He's showing Brianna his party setup and how things will go. Of course, Lil Twist, he throws some more shade towards Romeo way, saying like he didn't invite Romeo because Romeo may have like an ICDC college reunion. So we see the little jabs at Romeo. So with Lil Twist pajama party, everyone begins to arrive. Angela and Bow Wow, they arrive at the same time, and you know, everyone's kind of like, oh, what's going on here? Y'all arriving at the same time. Is there something y'all want to tell us? Angela, she was definitely overdressed, not in pajamas, doing the most, but hey, maybe that's Angela. And also too, in this party scene, we see Lil Twist, he goes up to Boogie. He's asking Boogie, like, you know, is Ava coming? Ava is Boogie's younger sister. She's Dame Dash's daughter. And, you know, Lil Twist, he pretty much tell Boogie, you know, I'll go to rehab. I'll stop smoking. I'll go to your rehab just to have Ava. And so Boogie, he tells him, you know, I don't know if Ava's coming. We'll just have to wait around and see. And a little while later, we actually do see Ava walk into the party. Lil Twist, you know, he gotta come on with the scene. He falling on the ground like, oh my gosh, like, she's here, my girl is here. And also Brianna, she arrives with her girlfriend Lex. I guess Brianna and the guy that she was dating like earlier in the season, in earlier episodes, I guess they're no longer a thing, honey. But she arrives with her girlfriend Lex, and also eventually Egypt and Sam arrives. And when Egypt walks in, you know, she's saying hey to everyone. She stops at a table, and at the table, Angela and Brianna, they're at the table with one another. And Egypt, she talks to Angela, and then, you know, she has a seat at the table, and Brianna, you know, she's talking to Egypt, but Egypt is pretty much kind of ignoring her. And Angela, you know, she's like, okay, this is awkward, like, what is going on here? I don't want to be in the middle of this. So, you know, all right, I'm gonna let y'all have the table so y'all can talk it out. And so Egypt, she slides over some and comes sit a little closer to Brianna, and, you know, they start to talk, and, you know, things started to get a little heated, the argument. And, you know, we did not see a fight this episode. The episode pretty much goes off with Brianna getting up, like, telling her boo, hold my rings, or whatever. And that was pretty much the episode. You know, I'm trying to keep this short for y'all. But in that particular scene with the party and Brianna and Egypt talking, to me, Brianna definitely initiated the fight, even though we haven't seen the fight pop off yet. And all I know is, if WETV does not show this fight, like Egypt hitting Brianna, I'm gonna be so pissed, because this has been talked about for months, so I want to see it. But Egypt and Brianna, you know, they're face to face at the end of the episode, and in my opinion, Brianna instigated the fight as far as like them coming face to face, because Brianna got up first. And I think at the end of the episode, during like the little interviews, webcam interviews, Brianna, she kind of said that like, oh, Egypt kind of snuffed her, or she's trying to fight someone who's been drinking on tequila all night. And it's like, nah, I feel like what happened is you underestimated Egypt, and she had to let y'all finally see Treppa. But Brianna, you know, she talks very aggressive, and I feel like she was talking aggressive to Egypt in that moment and trying to talk to her in a very condescending manner, like, oh, put your hands down, don't, like, she was trying to still treat her like a kid in that particular moment, and she underestimated Egypt. And I think Egypt is actually going to swing first. How things play out, I do not know, but I definitely feel like Brianna, I don't feel like they're gonna fight, but I think Egypt is definitely going to hit her. Whether Brianna actually gets a hit back in, I don't know, but from the clips, it doesn't seem like Brianna is gonna get a hit in. She's gonna be kind of upset, honey. But that was pretty much the episode of, you know, TT talking about her unexpected pregnancy and how she's just gearing up for motherhood, and we see things are about to pick up at Little Twist Party with the whole Egypt and Brianna showdown. You guys comment below and let me know what you thought about the episode. Thumbs up this video, share it, subscribe, and you guys take care until next time.